Stephanie with Stefsonabudget. Welcome back for another video. I wanted to do a quick end of September debt update with you guys. Not a whole lot of progress in September, but we knew that because we had the weird pay transition thing going on. And so, yeah, but let's jump in and we'll see how things turn out. We're going to start over here on our debt payment plan. Both of these forms that you see today are forms from the Budget Moms downloadable or printable like workbook. So that is what I use for my budgeting. All right, sorry about that. I had a cough from my husband, so there's probably like a weird break in the video, but I'll edit it. Okay, well, let's just jump on in. We'll keep it short and sweet. I'm still filming on the same day like I did the budget with me, so, I sound weird because I'm sick, but all right, let's see what we got. Sorry for the light blue pen color. It was kind of a bad choice the last time, so I know it's kind of hard to see, but so first we had our city number 2, and we paid our minimum 114 to that. And then we had our Discover card, and we paid the 161. Our personal loan, we paid the 150. Oh, I guess I should say our city card started at $4,386. Our Discover was at $7,875, and those are both at a 0% interest right now. Our personal loan started at $4,255, and that's at about 10%. And then student loans, our interest is now accruing, and mine range anywhere from 3 to 6%. My minimum payment is about $95, and we put $100 towards those in September. Our check started at $61,764, and we paid the minimum there. I can't remember what the change is there, you guys. Let me see if I can find it. 60. Sorry about that. Okay, and then the Subaru, we started at $27,491. These are both brand new vehicles. Our truck we got in December of 22, and our Subaru, I think we got in February or March. So these are both new. And we paid $458, and the same thing, you guys, I don't remember, 31, $458.31. And then we paid the $2,300 to our mortgage, which is about a $5 extra to principal as far as our payment goes. So in total,
for debt, we paid
$4,295.91, but outside of our mortgage, we paid $1,995.91. So let's take a look at what the new balances are, and that will help us determine how much we paid off in September. So we're going to jump over to this side now, and the new balance for the city card is $4,272. The new balance for Discover is $7,714. Our personal loan is at $4,151.89, and the student loan was at $6,812.86. So I think my student loan is averaging, I don't know, somewhere like Interest is about $30 a month, so only about $70 is coming off the principal with that payment. Plus, when I came back into the loan from the deferment, there was about $16 of interest from when the deferment started, and I think that that came off, so even less than the $70 came off the principal this time. Okay, and then our truck, we came down to the next 1,000, which is always exciting. 6,000 or 60,000, I wish, $974.10. Our Subaru's at 27, 136.61 now. So that's exciting. We should come down to the next 1,000 on the Subaru for next month. And then our mortgage, I don't include it in my big overall debt number over here, but I do like to track it. It's at $333,314.30. So let's add up the new balances, and that'll give us our total for October. All right, so $111,061.46. So if we take that from our September starting balance of $112,670.64, that means we have come down $1,609.18. So we lost about $300 to interest in total to all of our debts. Most of that is vehicles, and a little bit to our student loan and our personal loan. All right, so then our total debt for 2023 was at $122,819. And so if we take that number and we subtract the new total of $111,061.46, we have come down $11,757.56 in total for 2023 for our debt payoff. Oops, I messed that up. Sorry, y'all. I'll fix it. That number should go down here, and then the 111 should carry over to the side. So I'll get some white out and fix that. But that is a very quick look at our September debt update. I'm sure I will continue to get the comments about the vehicle payments. Yes, they're high. Yes, we know. But just being real with you guys, we have no intention of selling, getting rid of, trading. It is what it is. We are not going to do anything different. So that is our debt. Now, the pay kind of ended up working out. If you guys remember from the last September budget with me, we did have an extra $400 that we were going to put towards the debt. And I have not done that. It's sitting in the savings account. It is still there allocated for debt. And the reason I didn't do that is because I don't know what debt I want to focus on. I don't know if you guys have ever run into this, but usually it's not a problem for me. I usually tend to work more of an avalanche method than a snowball. But in all honesty, I kind of tend to do neither. I usually will pay off a debt that, I don't know, like usually a particular debt just really bothers me, and so I'll focus on that and get rid of it. So I kind of go with like emotional attachment with debt payoff. But a number that's not included in here that I've been forthright with you guys is we do owe on taxes. I just haven't ever shared that number, and I don't include it in the debt number. So my intention was to focus on paying off our taxes, and that's what that $400 was going to go to. Well, we ultimately ended up having a 0% balance transfer for 21 months to a credit card, and I paid off our taxes with that. So 21 months at 0% is a pretty it's a pretty good rate, and it's a good amount of time. I can definitely pay that off before the 21 months, and I've already factored that into our budget with not paying any extra so that it's paid off at the time. So now I'm not sure if I want to focus on paying that off or if I want to focus on one of these other ones. My initial thought was mostly I'm thinking one of these three. And I'd love your guys' opinion on what you would do. So our Discover card sits at 0% interest until June 24th of 2024. So we have about 8 months to pay that off before interest kicks in. Our personal loan, we're paying interest on now at 10%. And our student loans, obviously, interest has started and payments have started. So I was leaning towards one of these three. The city number 2, I'm not worried about because it's also 21 months, 0%. This is all the way through like next December. So I feel like we have plenty of time there. I'd rather focus on one of these three. I even thought and talked to my husband about maybe we should focus on paying off the Subaru. But I feel like I would want to at least get rid of like the Discover card before we switched focus to the Subaru. But yeah, this is like the first time I've just been in a situation where I'm not really sure what I want to do. And I don't know if that's just from like debt fatigue, burnout, or yeah, I'm just not sure. I don't have that answer for myself, which has been interesting. So I'd love to hear what you guys would do. Would you still focus on the taxes even at the 21 months 0%, or would you shift it? I'm thinking the Discover, because it's going to come up with interest the sooner of the 0% credit cards. It's going to hit the sooner, and it's a pretty high balance. Or would you knock out like your personal loan or your student loan? I'm curious to see what you guys would do. I'm leaning towards the Discover. It's just hard because that balance is so high, and so I know it's going to be a long time before I get like a debt payoff win, if you will. And we definitely need those wins to keep us going. But I do think that's the direction I'm leaning towards. But I would still love to hear what you guys would do. The other thing sometimes I'll decide when it comes to debt payoff is I like to pay things off that are going to return the most money back to my budget. And that is why I consider the Subaru. That's $459 a month that's going to come back to my budget once that's paid off. And I'll do that a lot of times too, even though it doesn't make sense in this snowball or avalanche method. But I don't think we're quite ready to focus on Subaru. The Discover payment is 160. Well, it's like 150 something now, but we'll just leave it at the 161. The personal loan's 150 and the student loan's 100. So, you know, between the three, the Discover and personal loan is going to return the most back to our budget. So, yeah, I'm just kind of torn on what I should do. But I do have that $400 still earmarked for debt. So we'll make the payment in October, even though the money came from September's budget. But I just kind of needed to work the numbers, figure out the tax situation. And so now I'm kind of gearing up to make that payment somewhere. But yeah, anywho, that is a look at our debt. Let me know what you guys would do. I'd love to hear what your opinions are. And thanks for joining me for another video. I appreciate you guys hanging around, supporting me. If you can give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one, friends. Bye.